Good morning, good morning. My name is Jay Redmond. I'm your favorite RV salesman here at McLean's in Fort Worth. We're going to be taking a look at the Winnebago Adventurer 35F. This is one of the new Winnebago lines of Class A, and it is a gas vehicle. We're going to talk a little bit about the things that are important to not only people who have already RV'd, who already own RVs, who are very savvy, but we're going to be pointing out some things that are going to be important to the people who are thinking about getting into the RV industry and want to start camping with their families as well. The first thing I want to point out, again, this is the 2021 Winnebago Adventurer 35F. Previously, before they came out with these new 2021s, the only Class A vehicles that came standard with full body paint were diesel pushers. This is standard with full body paint, and it is a gas engine. I want to really point out that big, beautiful windshield that you have here. I don't know if you knew this, but Winnebago builds a steel superstructure, and that glass is set into that steel superstructure. A couple of benefits for you is, if you're on uneven ground, if you weren't set in this superstructure, that could cause cracks in your glass, but because that is set into that steel superstructure, you don't have to worry about that. Another thing that steel superstructure does for you is it builds a protective cage around you, so that while you're driving, if accidents do happen, then you are safe. I know it doesn't make sense, but other manufacturers use a wood firewall, and it's unsafe. And of course, if it's a firewall and it's wood, it just really doesn't make sense. Another thing let's talk about is the new F53 engine. It's a 7.3 liter V8 engine. It's brand new to Winnebago. It's brand new to the Class A vehicles. In the past, Winnebago used the V10 engine. This F53 V8 engine is going to deliver more power and more torque to your vehicle, which is going to give you a much better ride. But in order for you to know that, you got to come out here and test drive it with us, right? Absolutely. Let's take a walk around. A few more things that I would like to point out to you guys. This 18-gallon LP tank, this is what your gas stove on the inside is going to be using. This 18-gallon gas tank also has a quick connect here, which will allow you to hook up a gas stove on the outside or a gas grill on the outside to cook those hamburgers and those steaks. You're right underneath the awning, so if it's a beautiful day outside, you'll be able to enjoy doing that as well. But if it's raining or a cloudy day outside, because you're right under the awning, that quick connect is right here, you'll be able to utilize that as well. This is something that I really wanted to point out. This is your black tank. Winnebago makes their own molds for their black tanks right in Iowa at Winnebago. So 5 years from now, you need to replace your black tank. You see this crest right here. There is an item number on that crest. All you do is reach out to Winnebago, let them know that you need a new black tank, and they send this black tank straight out to you. This is not a secondhand or a aftermarket tank that's sent to you by another dealership or by another company. This is made at Winnebago. So this whole unit is built around this tank. It fits in easily, it removes easily, saves you a lot of money again. We're going to talk a little bit more about how Winnebago manufactures their units when we get on the inside. Let's take a look around back. As you can see, I have a couple of doors open here because I wanted to mention a couple of things that Winnebago does and that they only do. No other company is doing this right now. The first thing is you do have a full coach filtration system. This is your water filtration system. It's for the entire coach. Another thing that I want to point out to you is Winnebago use what they call true level sensors. Basically, in their freshwater and their wastewater tanks, they have detectors that detect every 2 inches where your water levels are. So basically it's giving you a true reading on your liquid levels every time you check. You'll know exactly when you need to empty or you need to refill your tanks. Remember, with your black tank, solids stay, liquids wash away. So make sure you're always draining that black tank liquids first. Your coach will come standard with 4 batteries. Although there is room to put 2 additional batteries back there, those 4 batteries run this entire coach. Remember, I'm going to point out something when we get on the inside that's going to be very important to you in reference to these batteries, because those batteries can be drained very easily if we don't remember to do what I'm going to talk about on the inside, and we're almost there. Last but not least, on the outside of the coach, let's talk about this breaker system. This looks very, very different from what you're used to, because for those who have RV'd for a long time, you know that RVs normally come with fuses. The reason those fuses are such a headache is because, first of all, you never have the right fuse that you need when you need it. Secondly, you have to dig through every single port to find which fuse is burnt. Here, you'll see if something's wrong on the inside and something's not working, the first place you should check is here, because this is a breaker box. If something's wrong or something's not off, these little dots will be extended, letting you know that that breaker is off, and all you do is push it back in to reset it. Simple as that, no money out of your pocket. Well, the next thing we're gonna do is head towards the inside of the coach. I know that's everyone's favorite part. We wanna see what Winnebago has done new on the inside of the coach. It's the things that make the coach pretty. Let's go take a look. Welcome to the inside of the coach. This is the part that makes it pretty. This is where you're going to be doing most of your living. This is where you're going to be enjoying your vacation. So I wanted to take a time or a second to come and show you some of the wonderful things that Winnebago has done on the inside of the coach that you're going to love, and it's going to make camping a lot easier for you. The first thing I want to do is take our minds back to when I showed you those batteries on the outside. There were 4 of them, although you did have the position or the space to be able to put 6. Let's take a look right down here at the bottom. These are a couple of switches here. You see you have your coach battery and you have your chassis battery or your chassis battery. These have to be either off if I want to lose light, on if I want the coach to have power, and on if I want your engine to have power. If you get in and you started, the engine's not starting, make sure you always check here first to make sure you have your chassis cut on, because that's what's giving you power to your engine. Also, if anything's not working on the inside, you don't have lights, make sure that you have your coach batteries on, because those are very important. Now, when you're not camping, when you have your vehicle parked, you have to make sure you cut these off, because they're continuously draining power from your batteries. Those batteries on the outside can be very, very expensive. And after you spent about $2,000 or $3,000 replacing batteries, I promise you, you'll remember to cut those off. Come on the inside. Whenever you come out and you're looking at a Class A vehicle, one of the main and most important features is space. How much space do I have? How many people can I bring along with me? Can I bring my kids? Can I bring my grandkids? If I have another couple that's coming with me, do I have the available space to sleep the people that I want to enjoy this vacation with? So let's take a look at this top cab area. This is a queen size bunk. And behind this queen size bunk, you're going to have some additional storage. You're going to have 5 storage bays that you can store additional items. This bunk will allow you to bring an extra couple, a couple of kids can sleep up here, but this does give you 2 more sleeping spaces besides the 2 sleeping spaces that you have in your master bedroom. So this additional bunk does provide a lot more sleeping space, and I want you to see what it looks like when it's down as well. So now that you see it with the bed actually down, you see this holds 600 pounds of weight. So I'm 250 pounds, I'm 6'4", I fit in here perfectly. It's 600 pounds of additional pressure that you can put here, so you pretty much can sleep anyone here. Also, let's talk about that additional storage that I mentioned to you before. I did say you had 5 cabinet areas or 5 storage areas. You have the 2 long areas here on the side, and then you have additional storage there as well. So plenty of room for the person who's going to be staying in this spot to be able to store clothes, phones, and items like that. Want to take a quick section to transition to the kitchen. Just want to take a second to show you do have the double sinks here. These actual covers do double as cutting boards as well, so you can utilize those as cutting boards. You also have 2 stoves. As you can see, they look completely different from each other. One is actually a gas stove and the other one is induction. What this means for you is that you have the capability of using gas, but you also have the capability of using induction. What you would need for this stove is to go to somewhere like Bed Bath & Beyond, buy those special pots and pans that have magnets under the bottom of them, because the magnet applied to the stove is what actually gives you the power and cuts it on. It's a safety feature, so when you have kids with you, they can't come over here and cut the power to the stove on without one of those pans. Of course, you have your refrigerator here. It is a nice large refrigerator. It is considered to be a residential refrigerator. Lots and lots of space. As you can see, that is a full refrigerator. Plenty of room to put sodas, beers, food, anything that you would normally carry in your refrigerator. And you do have a freezer as well. This freezer does have an ice maker, so that keeps you from having to go to the store and buy ice, because the freezer does have an ice maker as well. TV and fireplace. Let's talk a little bit about where you're going to be spending most of your time, which is either in your living room area or your dinette area. This dinette, Winnebago has named the Dream Dinette. And there's a reason why they call it the Dream Dinette. If you've ever camped before, you know how difficult it could be transitioning this dinette from an actual seating and dinette space to a bed space. But this does make a full-size bed, and let me show you momentarily how that happens. But before we do this, there's a little hidden compartment here that Winnebago was thinking about you of when you see I can lift this actual dinette table up and I have additional storage here in the dinette. So if the kids like to play games, if they like to play cards, you can always store those things here and out of the way. Winnebago was thinking of you on vacation when they made this dinette set. Now let's take a second to transition this, and let's just see how long it takes me to go from a dinette set to an actual sleeping space. Just gonna remove these pillows here. I'm gonna lift this seat up. I'm gonna lift this seat up. Gonna push this down. Return those seats back down. Put this pillow here. Put this pillow here. I just transitioned your dinette table into a sleeping space for one of your guests. And it took me every bit of about 30 to 45 seconds. I'm not sweating. I'm not out of breath. Easy transition. That's why this is called the Dream Dinette set. The next thing we're going to talk about is your sofa here. This sofa can actually sit up to 3 to 4 people the way it is now, but it transitions into an L-shaped sofa to give you more sleeping and also to give you more sitting space. Let me explain to you how we do that. It's very easy. We're simply going to come here. There's a little lever here that we're going to pull up to slide this out. That's going to stop there. We have a latch here. We're going to pull straight up and out. Pull that back. Take our pillow that's hidden right over here and set it there. I just made additional sleeping and sitting space for your kids or for a guest that you have here that is camping with you. One thing that I want to point out to you while we have this set up this way. This tag here has a stock number to it. Understand, Winnebago is a true manufacturer. What that means is about 80% of this coach is built at Winnebago in their plant. These pillows, the cabinets there, your bed, your mattresses, all of these things, your dinette set is built at Winnebago. They are a true manufacturer. They're not building the coach and then having people to ship in furniture and ship in cabinets and shipping. They build it at Winnebago. So all you have to do is take this stock number. If your kids tear it, cut it, the son is sitting down, he has his pocket knife in his pocket and punches this, then you take this Winnebago stock number, call Winnebago, and they're able to send you a new part right out to you because they manufacture it right there at Winnebago. The next place we're going to step to is the half bathroom that we have here in the family room area. Notice the space inside the half bath. You do have, of course, what they consider to be a residential sink and faucet. Lots and lots of cabinet space. You do have a foot lever flushable toilet. And also notice the cute little sprayer that you have there to help rinse anything down. But that is so cute that Winnebago puts the little sprayer on the inside for you to use at your convenience. There's also a medicine cabinet here right behind that mirror that gives you additional space and storage as well for medicine. If you don't take any medicine, then towels and things of that nature, soaps and things of that nature as well. That's your half bath. Moving along to the master bedroom. This is an area, it does have a queen size bed here, lots and lots of storage space. I want you to notice that in every cabinet throughout this coach, you have a lot of storage space and there are no dividers. So that means you get the opportunity to use extreme and tremendous amounts of storage. So if you're the type of person who brings a lot with you when you're camping, or you planning on living in this full time and traveling, then you have plenty of storage space throughout your entire coach because all of the cabinets are just like this with no dividers. Also here in the bedroom, you do have a one-piece washer and dryer appliance here. You are able to wash loads of clothes here in your unit. You do have a fresh water filter throughout the unit that does filtrate the water to it as well. So you do have a washer and dryer here that you can use as well. 32-inch TV is in the bedroom. Lots and lots of storage space. Let me just point this out real quick as well, how deep the drawers are. The drawers are very, very deep, and that's every single drawer is very deep. So you have a lot of room to be able to put and store clothes as well. Then we're going to talk about the bathroom. Let's take a look at the master bath. Another area to be able to be utilized. You do have, again, the foot flushable toilet there. It does have the little sprayer as well. Lots and lots of cabinet space, residential sink. And then the one thing that I really want to point out in this bathroom is the 35F hosts the biggest shower in Class A vehicles that Winnebago builds. And this is in a gas vehicle, but let me step in. I am 6'4", 250 pounds, and I have nothing but elbow room. I'm not touching the walls. My head is not touching the ceiling. I don't have to duck down to get in the shower. This is a very big and spacious place. So for us big guys, us tall guys who also want to own these vehicles, we do have room in these showers to be able to operate. There's one more thing that I want to show you before we close out this video. Let's do that, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, before I let you go, last but not least, what I wanted to do is show you how this coach operates when the slides are in and you're driving down the road. We all know, and if you don't know, I'm telling you, when you're driving down the road and you get tired and you want to stop somewhere, maybe get something to eat or maybe take a rest, you can do that. You can stop in a Walmart parking lot and you can park and you can rest for a while. However, places like that don't allow you to stay there with the slides out. You actually have to stay, even if you stay overnight, you have to keep your slides in. I want to show you how Winnebago manufactured this vehicle specifically for that, for you to be able to drive down the street, stop at Walmart without taking your slides out and still be able to utilize your coach. I can still, coming from that way, get to the half bathroom. If I had people along with me and I'm driving down the road, the TV could still be on. They could still be enjoying the TV, playing the game if they need to. If we get hungry, I can still access the refrigerator. I can still sit at the dinette set, or I can still cook while I'm on the road. So, just to end the video, I want to tell you thank you for giving me your time today. Thank you for allowing me to break down the Winnebago 2021 Adventurer 35F. Again, my name is Jay Redmond. I'm your favorite McLane salesman, and I want to invite you out to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Visit McLane's, give us the opportunity. We're a family-owned business. We've been around since 1961, and we just like the opportunity to be able to serve you.